Alright, we are live for the first time on the Challenger Racing League official channel. Up until now, we've been broadcasting on my personal channel, Dirt, and we had some issues getting this channel set up where we were able to broadcast. We finally got that fixed, and we are good to go. So welcome to the first broadcast. Tonight, it's going to be Xfinity. We're going to two very interesting tracks. We're going to Indianapolis and Atlanta. Indianapolis is a very intense track because it's so hard to pass here. It's so one lane, and it really boils down to hitting your marks perfectly, lap in and lap out. There's so much time to be gained from, hitting your marks, hitting the apexes, or potentially lost. If you make a slight little bobble, you can just make the slightest mistake, and you're going to lose a ton of time. So, we are going to get into qualifying here. I believe they're already on track running some quals. We're going to be able to get in and check that out for ourselves. Atlanta is going to be mostly drafting. The draft is huge at Atlanta. We're going to see a lot of pack racing there. Hopefully it's some clean pack racing. Don't want to see a whole lot of chaos, but we'll see how it plays out. Alright, we are in qualifying, and it appears the 3-car of Ashton is in the lead. And it would appear as he is leading his teammate in the 18 car, followed by Cobalt in the 1, and we got a wreck out back. That is going to be the 21 car. I believe that is that guy. He is now all by himself, and he is not going to be able to set a fast lap without the draft, so looks like we got some lag issues up in the field. I'm hearing from the drivers that we're having some lag. There goes Cobalt through the grass. Or no, that's not Cobalt. That is Duds. Well, this might be a blessing in disguise for him, because now he can fall in line behind the other drivers. Go ahead and get set up. Get in the draft. Possibly run a fast lap. Oh, and we got another incident. That's going to be the 11 of Ram, I believe. Up and into the wall, also collecting the 9 car of Rowdy, who was on the pit access road coming to the line. Seems as though Duds has fallen out of the draft of the pack ahead, but his teammate right behind him, I believe that's his teammate. Who is behind him? No, that is Eagle right behind Duds. That guy is set to run a pretty decent lap, I think, if he can stay in the draft. Oh, as we got a car on the wall in front of him. I believe that might have been lag. I didn't see anybody get too slowed down. $18 using every bit of draft he can get from that 42. Sending it into turn 3. He's going to close the gap big time. Coming through turn 4 for what should be the final time. He's going to peek his nose out. Nobody home. That may be a very good lap for that 18 car. Alright, so qualifying has officially concluded. It appears everybody is done. Nobody is live turning laps, so we're going to find out shortly who got the pole, where everybody is situated on the grid. I apologize that we had some issues broadcasting last week. Things did not go very well for the broadcast last week. I actually ran Xfinity for the first time, and we had somebody else broadcasting, and it just had a few hiccups there. It is Jay Larson with the pole with a 49.942, followed by King Larson in second with a 50.040. Now, those two were working together the whole time, so that is no surprise that they're 1-2, but the 10th between them is pretty surprising. Followed by Cobalt in third with a 50.157, Duds with a 50.2 in fourth, and Rowdy with a 50.4 in fifth. That's going to round out your top five. So, interesting top five. That's not exactly a surprise, but a lot of competitive cars up there. Should see some good racing. All right, we're going to accept that invite and get into the first race of the night here at Indianapolis. Currently waiting on my co-broadcaster, Sabotage. He had something come up. He's going to be a little bit late, but he'll be here with his new and improved internet. Finally got some decent internet. He won't be lagging out. He'll be here for both races once he shows up. Should be a good time. Alright, we are finally able to hop in and spectate. Looks like the race is going to be 25 laps of racing here at Indianapolis. Going to be pretty short stages. Probably going to be split up in 7s or 8s. Very short stages. The Xfinity series in this league really is a dash. You know, it's almost like sprint car racing in that you just got to get while you can and don't look back. There's no time to ride, no time to screw around. Just got to go. All right, we are in, and it looks like the 18 is out front, followed by the 1 car as he is getting pushed into turn 3, followed by the 42 and the 9 car. Single file as they come out of turn 4. Looks like something may have happened towards the back of the pack. We're going to cut away and find out. Yeah, there's some separation there after the first lap. So we must have had something happen because there's the 21, the 11, and the 19, I believe, were all involved in that. So, or the 20, I'm sorry. We're all involved in that. So, quite interesting that happened so early. Looks like Cobalt got underneath the 18. He's going to make the move, try to get to the lead. Let's go on board with Cobalt. Sticking to that inside line, not giving him an inch as he clears him. That's going to shuffle Jay Larson back a few spots there. Once you get moved up to that high side, there is no recovering at Indy. The high side is just so slick, so full of marbles. Once you're up there, you basically just got to concede whatever positions you can to the cars beneath you until you can file back in line. And it looks like now the 42 is going to try to make a move on the 18, but not quite going to have the momentum. It would appear a caution is out. Alright, I'm going to have a word with the drivers real quick and see what's going on. Alright, so I can confirm that was a game caution. Something must have happened towards the back of the field there. It's going to be a quick dash to the end of stage 1. Cobalt, you got a copy? Or not Cobalt, Sabotage?
I do.
Alright, are you in spectating yet?
Keep an eye on the back of the field.
You're spectating?
So you said you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Cool.
You are in
hooked up to the
spectating,
camera,
right?
So I never know.
Gotcha. But you are spectating?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now I am on Eagle. See how he's running.
Alright, we're going to go on board with Josh Larson as he gets a big shove from the 42. He's saying, come on, let's go, not much time left, as he gives him a push into the corner. Gains a lot of ground through turn 3 on that 9 car. Now to his bumper. A little bit unstable there.
He is all over the back of him.
That is 2 cars around in the back of the field, apparently. Something happened back there. Sabotage, did you catch that?
I missed it, but it looks like it's 19 and... Looks like 19 and 20 is slowing down quite a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the 11 might have been involved in that as well. Alright, so they're under a manual caution because 2 cars spun. This is not a game caution, so remember, when we call our own manual cautions, we get single file, we go past pit road 1 time. Anybody who wants to pit is free to do so, and then we line them up and go green the next lap. We waste no time under caution. We try not to waste any laps. So, looks like your grid going into the pits is going to be the 1 of Cobalt, followed by the 9, followed by the 18, a powerhouse top 3. Sabotage, let's say it's you up front leading this race. Do you pit right now, or do you wait for the stage?
No, I wouldn't pit.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
There's no point in pitting. If you're in the top 5 at Indy, you have a chance at winning. Going into the last few laps, I wouldn't pit. Wait until the stage end. Get fresh tires. Get gas. Would be good.
Oh my!
It's the same strategy I pulled the other night in our cup race. I actually didn't pit because I'm like, well, I don't really need to right here.
Yep. You're right about that. Nobody in the top 5 pitted. In fact, I'd say that, what is that? The top 6 did not pit, but we got 3 takers down pit road. We got the 21 of that guy, the 11 of Ram.
19 and the 11.
Yep. Those guys had nothing to lose. They were involved in the wreck. They were going to be in the back anyway. Might as well come in, get 4 fresh good years, get some fuel, and possibly try to make it on the next stage, although that's going to be a bit of a stretch if they can. Looked like a little bit of chaos going on when they got into the pits. I think somebody pitted that didn't want to when they got forced down there, but I'm not entirely sure.
I was on the 19. It didn't look like anybody really did, but that doesn't mean the 21 or the 11 didn't want to. But the 21 was first out of the pits, so.
Yes, sir. As they catch up to the lead, we're going to line them up 2 by 2 and do it all again. Now, I'm listening on the drivers, and it would appear...
The 9 next to each other, the 18 and the 42, the 3, and it looks like it's going to be the 3 and the 21, and then the 19 and the 11 starting next to each other.
Yes, sir. It's an interesting lineup there, but I'm listening to the drivers, and we got a little bit of bickering going on between the 18 and the 42. It sounds like those two have a bit of a history from the Cup race. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. They were working together in qualifying pretty well, got each other a 1-2 in quals, but it sounds like no love has been lost. They're going to be starting real close to each other on the grid as the green flag flies. The 18 shoving that one car into turn 1.
Did not go.
Yeah, seemed like he missed a bit of a shift there. Doesn't fall too far back. Here comes the 18 on the high side, going to try to make something happen, but you know as well as I do, that doesn't work at Indy.
say, it looks like I messed up the 19 just a little bit.
The
Not going
42,
right there.
the 42 and the 18 working together again on that high side. Just, I don't think they're going to be able to make anything happen unless they can clear them before they get to the corner. And I may have spoke too soon.
It
Here
looks
comes
like
the 18 on the high side. I'm not exactly
looks like
sure
the
how he
18
pulled that
grabbing
off.
the lead.
Yeah, not sure how he pulled that off. That was a high side
The
pass
42
going
and
through
the
3 and
9 have
4.
a little bit of contact right there. Good save by the 9.
Alright, looks like we're going to sort out single file now. Yeah, I don't think the battling is done between the 18 and the 1 car. Those cars are rocket ships, and they're going to be fighting this whole race for position, I do believe. 18 moving down the track to break that draft, but that might actually bite him, because that might open the door for the 1 car to make a high side pass, just like the 18 car did to him. Looks like we're getting dicey.
Back just a little bit.
Yeah, he got trapped on that high side, nowhere to go. He's still up there.
He's got nowhere to go.
No, he's stuck up there. He's going to lose upwards of 4 positions.
Ooh. 21 is getting shuffled back now. The 9 is switched lanes with him.
Let's go on board with...
Diving down to the bottom for a second there.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. We're going to go on board with Mike as he runs in 3rd, battling it out for the top 2 positions. Ooh, looks like a little bit of contact between the 18 and the 1. That's going to put the... Yeah, that's going to put the 42 in front of him here. As the order changes.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a run. He was thinking right there by going for the lead. It's going on in the back of the pack. It looks like the 9 is now running by himself. Just a little bit. The 21, the 19, the 11, and the 20 are all kind of bunched up back in here. And a little bit of a lag spike right there. 19 is getting around the 11. And he's around.
The 42 dives low on the 18, but he can't quite make it stick. Now the 1 car seems to be getting around him. The 1 car back up to P2. Looking for that lead.
42, and then here comes the 9. The 9 is flying up there.
Yeah, he got a big run there. He was trying to push the 42, but just nowhere to go with that run. Meanwhile, we're getting 2 wide in the 2nd pack.
The 3 is in the wall.
11 and the 20 duking it out back here, but... Looks like Dud's car might not be handling the best tonight. It looks a little bit tight, because like you said, he got up into that wall, and... It's an easy thing to do at Indy, with how tight the car gets coming out, especially on as the tires begin to wear. 2 wide again for 2nd place as they file back down.
Man, I will say this, that yellow / green that's on the front of that 1 car with a number, you cannot tell if you do not know what color it is. That is a nice scheme. That's the first time I think I've actually seen that scheme.
That is a nice scheme. 3 wide for a minute on the backstretch. Now going 2 by 2 into turn 3. All 4 of these guys are hungry for a win.
And it looks like the 1 is just taking the lead. 42 is getting around the 18.
A high side pass to the lead, just like Jay Larson did, but now we're getting 3 wide to the line.
Look to the inside right there. Oh, we have a little bit of contact.
Alright, I believe that's going to be the stage, so it looks like Cobalt is going to steal that stage, making that late pass.
I was gonna say it looked like It's Cole, King Larson, Jay Larson, um, Rowdy, and then
It's that guy in the 21.
that guy in 21. Milk Duds in the 3. I think it's Eagle. No, it looks like it's Snake in the 19, the 11, and then Eagle.
Yep. You got it. So, that was quite the stage ending there with Cobalt diving to the outside with the help of that 9 car. That was a textbook pass, really. And I'm really impressed with all these guys. I mean, they're battling it out, 3 wide at points, and they managed to keep it on the track. They never wrecked, nothing like that. So, very impressive racing.
Yeah, I
Good
was gonna
show.
say it definitely went much better than the Cup race we had the other night. So.
Yes, it did. You are right about that. All right, we're going to be going green once again as the 1 car leads them to the line. Green flag is out. Let's go on board with the car a little bit further back in the pack, so you can get an idea of just how chaotic this is. We're going to jump from the 20 to the 19 here.
Ironically enough, I'm already sitting there on the 19 watching it, and you can see them like fighting for position up in front.
2 by 2 still. It appears the 18 has taken the lead. Let's move up.
3 real quick. It looks like the 3 was going for. It's like he was trying to close in on a spot that wasn't necessarily there.
He didn't see any real estate, so he made his own real estate. Bumper to bumper down the back stretch. Or the front stretch, I should say.
Into turn 1, the 3 is just kind of moved the 42 out of the way just a little bit.
Yeah, looks like there might have been a little bit of contact there.
Run to be able to get around him.
42 now looking to the inside of the 1.
He was off in the runoff area there, just a little bit on the backstretch. Now he's up into the wall. 20's not having a good day today. He's up on the apron and he's spinning. 20 just went around.
Alright, 1 car spin from the 20. That's not going to be a caution.
No, it looks like he gathered it up fairly quickly too. So.
42 looks low of the 1, going for the pass. Makes it stick, maybe a little bit of contact there, nothing too harsh.
The 3 is trying to get around the 1 as well.
And Duds seems to be trying to make it 3 wide, and the 1 car is going to come out the big loser in that.
Rowdy just made it 3 wide.
Oh.
They completely split the 3. I don't know what just happened with Duds right there.
Man, that was insane. Although Cobalt was the big loser and all that, he dropped a few positions.
Actually, Milk Duds was, because he actually got the spot, and then all of a sudden he fell back. So
yeah, he did.
He didn't gain any positions. Cobalt only lost 1.
Cobalt lost 2, I believe. But yeah, that didn't work out for either of them. Tell you who it did work out for, though. The 9 car. Going from, 42 into the wall. Contact. He goes around. Got a 4 car pile up, 5 car pile up. It's the 11, the 3, the 42, the 21, and the 9.
The 9 and the 21.
Huge pile up. That was all kicked off by the 42, just getting a little bit tight. He hit the wall, and you hit that wall and lose 20 miles an hour of momentum when you got 3 guys behind you. That's never going to end well.
That might play into the 19's favor there, because he actually is on pit road right now.
Yeah, if he lets that pit stop complete and everybody else pits, he may come out a few positions up.
So we do know the 19 is really good at Indy. was running up front most of the race on Saturday during our cup race.
Yep.
And it looks like the game shuffled it back. 42 is going to the back of the pack.
Alright, we are green. 2x2 through turn 1.
Not necessarily who I was expecting.
Contact again, the 11 and the 19.
The 11 just kind of lag spiked just a little bit there.
42 now into the 20. As the 11 car
11
seems to... That is
20 into the
probably...
wall.
That's going to be a manual caution, I would imagine. That's several cars involved.
It looks like they might be racing back to the line.
Yeah, they're racing back to the line because they're getting pretty dicey now. As the 21's going to get a good shove on the one car. Not enough to take the lead, but it's going to gain them both position.
They are teammates in our league, so...
Yep. They're going to work together, and they're going to bring it home 2 and 3. If the caution has been called. It may not have been. It would appear as though it hasn't, because they're still up to pace.
They're still at race speed, so I don't think there was a caution called for that.
Yeah, I can't say I necessarily agree with that one. I probably would have called that one if I was race marshaling for this race.
I would have as well.
That was 3 cars involved. You had the 42, the 11, and the 20. And the 19. It would... No, 19's at the... I'm going to have a word with the drivers real quick. I'll be right back. Sabotage, if you want to take over the commentary primarily for a minute here.
Yeah, I got you. So, looks like right now it's the 18, the 1, and the 9 that are running in the top 3. They'll run fairly close together. So that wreck really kind of put the 42 back. He definitely seemed like he had one of the
So the race is coming to a close. I believe this is going to be the final lap here. Caution was not called because it was less than 4 to go. That is why it was not called. As the one car looks to the inside, it's going to be side by side to the line.
Inside of the 18.
Who is going to get it?
The 9 might be trying to figure out who to go with here.
I believe it's the 18 at the line.
I believe we might have one more lap.
We might. Okay, so this is going to be the white flag lap. I thought they told me it was 2 to go when the wreck happened, but it's...
say every week for not putting a, counter on your...
Yeah. Ooh, the 18's going to fall multiple positions, get a little bit loose. It's now the 1 and the 9 car as the 20 goes around once again.
Looks like the 21 might be trying to get around him, too. The 21 might be getting around him as the 3 gives him a huge shove in the corner. The 18 just fell like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, that's going to be disappointing for him, leading the majority of the race as the 9 car steps out. It's a drag race to the line.
Right so
Contact! The 9 car wins it by putting the 1 in the wall.
Oof.
That's going to cause some...
Pile-up at the end right there.
That's going to cause some controversy. I can't say I agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all.
It seemed like the 9 just kind of put the 1 in the wall there. Now, granted, what we're seeing on the broadcast is never completely accurate to what happened in the race. So it may not have played like that, but boy, from what we saw, that was...
That was pretty blatant into the wall. I'm taking the lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but it would appear as though the 9 car is going to steal that away from the 1. Wow. Well, we're going to see the finishing order. Actually, Sabotage, did you see who crossed the line third?
It looked like, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was actually, that guy.
That guy? Okay. Well, we're going to get the top 3 in here. That guy, Rowdy, and... Alright, we're gonna get an invite out to Cobalt, Rowdy, and that guy. Alright, there's our third place driver, that guy.
Hello.
Waiting on the top two. There's Rowdy. Alright, we're going to interview you two, 1 and 3. Rowdy, you got the win there. Looked like you put the one car in the wall. I'm assuming that was a side draft gone wrong?
Yeah, so that was a side draft. I feel really bad about that. He raced me really clean.
Yeah, it was a good battle all race long. I was really impressed with all you guys. I mean, the top 5 were just battling it out the whole time. Very clean. Just an unfortunate end there. Obviously not anything you were trying to do. And I know how it feels, man. I wrecked my teammate in the cup race here, and it's never a good feeling. But nonetheless, you got the win. You ran consistent all day. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Did you make any pit road setup adjustments to that car, or was that just a stock preset?
Actually, I did a little bit of tire pressure and just down on the wedge just a little bit, and that was it.
So you were making some adjustments. Looks like they paid off because the car really seemed to... I asked that because it seemed like the car came to life towards the end there. And after some adjustments had been made, so congrats with that. That guy finishing third. You've been on a bit of a hiatus. You haven't been in many races lately. Coming back with a solid podium finish. That's a pretty good return. How'd you feel about the race?
Overall pretty good. It does feel good to come back and get a top 3, especially when I wasn't running in the top 3. I think my stage finishes were like 7th, 5th, and then it felt good to pull out a 3rd. There was definitely speed in the car, and I had a decent line. It was just getting track position on those restarts. So yeah, pretty good overall.
Yep, that was a good race, guys. Really, me and Sabotage were watching that. We're like, man, they're really battling it out. Super clean race and had a few incidents, but good racing, guys. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Alright, we're going to get Cobalt in here too. He confirmed he will be hopping in for his second place interview.
So guys.
Cobalt, second place finisher. Definitely not the interview I thought I was going to be giving you when I seen you come off of turn 4. Just disappointing end of the race for you. You could have blocked. You let him get the run. It was going to be a drag race, and then just a side draft gone wrong. Got you into the wall. Second place. Absolutely gut-wrenching. But positive to come out of this race is you were fast the whole time. You were definitely one of, if not the fastest car on the track. You got yourself a stage win with a crazy outside pass. Now, how were you guys making that outside line work when in Cup it doesn't seem possible to do that?
I really don't know. It's just you had to wait for people to miss their marks. People overdriving it really is the only way it would work because it's just as bad. A lot more grip. The Xfinity cars felt like the whole race could run the bottom pretty much almost wide open.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate, man, because I saw him have the run, and I could have blocked. I didn't, and even when he pulled level with me, like when he was on my right rear quarter panel, I knew he wasn't going to make it. So like that's why I knew he didn't have a whole lot of help behind him. So I knew even if I gave him the room and I was just going to let us race it to the end, and I mean he ran right into me. Like I mean it seemed like the side draft. You don't want to hit the other car. I mean, I know there's nothing like in real life where we get sucked into each other. I mean, he ran into me and put me on 2 wheels. I mean, I'm not... I told him after the race, I said, whoa, you ran into me there, and it was surprising because, like, I really didn't say anything negative to him because I've never had nothing but positive experiences racing around him. And I said, look, you know, if this is how it's going to go in the last lap, I'm not going to be so nice next time. And I mean, I'm not going to wreck anybody, but I'm definitely going to block you all the way down the back stretch. I mean, I could have. I mean, he wasn't even close. But it is what it is, man. Got the stage win. I got 2 stage wins, won the first stage, second stage. I mean, should have won the race, but didn't. But it'll be a big point stay over Josh, so that's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah, it is a good point stay. That's a good takeaway. That is, me and Sabotage, we were just as surprised. We were looking at it, we're like, man, what happened there? Because that was just,
Yeah,
kind of a punt there.
No,
But
that was one
I
of those
mean,
ones where it was
it
like,
was
wait a
flat
second.
out. I mean, it sucks, man. But I mean, that's just kind of used to it at this point. But I'm not gonna let it get me down, man. Because I mean, I felt like I should have won the Indy Cup race, and I felt like I had a really good shot to win this one. But I was making all the right moves. Me and the 18 raced well all race, gave each other a lot of room. I just wish could have got a little bit more room in the last lap
yeah,
on the 9.
definitely a disappointing finish, but a good race overall. Good points day. I'll let you get back in with the drivers there. Try not to murder each other in the chat.
Oh, we're
And
not, no.
have
All
some
right,
good
man.
racing in Atlanta.
Oh, we'll try.
Obvious disappointment from Sabotage or Cobalt, and very justified. I mean, man, I tell you, if I
He has
was,
had a rough week this week. It seems like nothing is really going his way. So, and trust me, I feel for him. I felt like I had great cars this past weekend, and nothing was going my way. So,
yeah,
I get exactly where he's coming from with that.
oh yeah, I can't blame him a bit. I mean, I can't imagine to get put in the wall coming to the line. It's just, especially when you're like the fastest car of the whole race. It's just, I'd probably be a little bit more frustrated than he is, to be honest. So it is
Just a
what it
little bit,
is.
yeah.
But other than the finish there, I mean, just some great racing the whole time. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single file, double file. It didn't matter. They were racing it out. They weren't wrecking each other for the most part.
Yeah, that was some really really good racing right there. So I'm honestly really surprised at how well they were doing keeping it the way that they were because it was an interesting race. So
Yeah, definitely, definitely better than the Cup race. I'll say that. Of course, that
right.
doesn't take much. The Cup race was just a bit chaotic there. We're joined by a third booth member, Cam. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing pretty good, Dirt.
Good. So you didn't get to see it, I don't think. Were you spectating Indy?
I was not.
Well, I tell you what. Up until the last lap, it was a great race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clean race, and they'd get too wide and shuffle back to single file, and it was some good clean racing, minimal cautions. Last lap, one car was coming out of turn 4 in the lead. 9 car got a run on the bottom, and I think the 1 car had the pace to beat him to the line, but the 9 car tried to side draft, made a little bit of contact, and got the 1 car in the wall and took the lead that way. It was definitely a bit controversial, but top 3 for that race was the 9 of Rowdy, the 1 of Cobalt, and the 21 of that guy making his Xfinity return.
Ah, the Cobalt getting the top 2. Very nice.
Yeah, Cobalt won both the stages too, so he might not have got the win, but it was a good point stay for him overall.
Let's see. Trying to get in here and spectate with you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna check in with the drivers and make sure because I didn't get any invites. So give me 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't either.
All right, apparently they're waiting on that guy. That is what the delay is.
I mean, when you gotta pee, you gotta pee.
Well, he's got to lay off the sleepy time tea.
So Ashton is running tonight, right?
Yep, Ashton's gonna be running the 3 car.
Okay. I know he wanted to criticize the 3 men in the booth move.
Yeah, he thought you should be down there racing with him.
Trust me, he doesn't want these problems. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a selective view on running Xfinity this year. Focus on making a run for the Cup points.
Yeah, understandable.
Maybe just run those tracks that I really feel good about. So next week when we go to ISM, I may run Xfinity there.
That's a good track for you. I could see you doing pretty well there.
Really just most of the short tracks. I may run a couple of the bigger tracks, but those aren't as fun for me as the short tracks are.
Well, you're doing pretty good on some road courses. I don't think we have any more in the schedule, though. Or at least I don't think we do. Unless we go to Watkins Glen. Actually, yeah, we do. We go to Watkins Glen. So you might want to think about
I
signing up
might
for
run
a
that
road
one then.
course.
Yeah, I may run Watkins Glen and Xfinity.
I tell you though, these
Actually,
drivers don't like selective drivers. I hop in for one weekend, sweep it, both win both races, and suddenly I'm the bad guy. I'm the bushwhacker.
Well, I mean, that's just like real life, you know. The Xfinity guys and the Xfinity fans don't really like the Cup guys coming down and winning all their races.
Yeah.
Well, I almost hopped into it tonight, and just to run some races because I know I'm decent at these 2 tracks, and I was like, no, I just don't feel like racing tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the commentary, cover it. Maybe next week I'll hop in there, see how well I do.
Sounds interesting. Cam, Sabotage, did you get invites?
I did.
Alright, we're just waiting on Dud's command to get in there and spectate quals.
I'm gonna fake these guys out. Somebody send me another invite. I jumped in. I accepted the invite, so I'm currently in the lobby, but I'm gonna leave at the last second. I'm like, holy crap, Cam's here.
Well, Indy
Oh,
was...
I got kicked.
Indy was surprisingly clean compared to the Cup race, so let's see if Atlanta can be a little bit cleaner than its Cup counterpart. Here's hoping.
Yeah, I think the problems that we had in the Cup races were mostly from just guys not wanting to give an inch. A lot of hungry drivers in that Cup series.
Yes, sir. Our own team, Penske Loudmouth Walrus, took the points lead last week from Indy and Atlanta.
Yeah, and once we get a points discrepancy cleaned up, that'll put me, I believe, 9 points or 10 points behind second place Larson. So we've got the first and third places on lock.
Hell
I
yeah.
was gonna say you got Sabotage finally on the leaderboard.
And not in last.
73.
So your one weekend was better than Ram's one weekend in the Cup Series. So you're not the seller anymore.
Alright, we got Dud's permission to hop in the lobby here. So if y'all want to accept your invites, we're going to spectate quals. I'm not sure how much of quals is going to be left. Because I think I might have got the command a little bit late there.
I'm going to need another invite.
So it looks like right now
I
it's 3 up
can't get
front.
one to you. We'll get you in for the race, though.
1, and we have our wreck in the back. 21, 20, Trying to see who all was involved in that. 20, 21, 11.
You said they're wrecking and qualifying.
Yep, they were reckoning qualifying.
They tend to do
Not
that.
looking too good.
They did that at Indy too.
Maybe we'll get it all out of our systems before the race.
Looks like the 3 and the 1 can be working together here. Yeah, we must have had a pretty large incident for everybody to be this far separated one lap in. Tell you, the 42 is set to make a pretty fast lap here. He's just far back enough where he's going to get that draft and get a run off the 1 and the 3. Alright, you may have just witnessed the pole lap right there. That's got to be a pretty good one. Sucking in behind their bumpers, riding the whole lap. A lot of drivers by themselves that are not going to be able to turn decent laps at this rate. It would appear the 18 is slowing up and waiting for Ram to go around him, hoping to use his draft.
The 3 and the 1 are working together fairly well, with the 42 close behind them.
'18 might have fallen a little too far back there from the 11. Might not be within his draft anymore, so that plan might not have worked.
You'll have to excuse the fact that it's like 7 times actually getting kind of tired. He's been up since 5:30 this morning.
And also, if I keel over of starvation, you'll have to excuse that. So, you may be down two commentators.
This is why we have a third person in the booth tonight.
Looks like the 18 caught up to the 11. Might be able to use his draft. Oh, nope. As soon as he catches up, the 11 goes into the grass, and the 18 is once again left without a drafting partner. That is unfortunate.
Looks like we're finishing up unqualified anyway.
Yep, that's gonna do it. Find out real shortly what the starting order is. Looks like nobody is left live.
Oh, that was the strangest noise I've ever heard come out of a video game.
The engine revved up and it sounded like a goddamn jet engine there. Alright, I was right. You did witness the pole lap coming out of King Larson with a 29.925, followed by second place Cobalt 30.067, followed by third place, if I can find him.
Very, very close right there with Ashton with a 30.075.
I can't seem to find third place on my... Am I missing? Oh, he's at the top of the list. It didn't show him. Yeah, 30.075. That is real close. I'm going to hop out of here, get another invite. I don't have an invite to accept. Nobody sent invites, guys. Nobody sent invites. Nobody got invites.
Apparently, they don't want commentary for Atlanta.
Well, I guess they're gonna back out, and they're gonna back out and try this again. I don't understand why none of us got invites. Alright, so we actually got invites this time. That's helpful.
Give me the okay to accept.
Yep. Just waiting on a text from Duds. Yeah, I got one from Snake, Cobalt, and Duds. Alright, we're good to join. Go ahead and accept it.
You got going on in league news this week, Dirt?
Not much so far. There have been no penalties dealt to anybody for anything. Just another week in the league. We did have some concerns about retaliation tonight, and that was addressed in the drivers' meeting. I made sure to bring that up. I made it very clear that if there is any retaliation to occur on the track, that is an instant parking and possibly a suspension from the next week. So,
Well, we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. But it seemed like the drivers who were having issues with each other actually ended up racing pretty good, so. I do not expect Cobalt to give anybody any room today, though. I believe he is going to absolutely take up every inch of the track that he can. He's done playing Mr. Nice Guy. After the week he's had, and getting wrecked for the win there, I expect to see some pretty aggressive driving out of him.
Oh yeah.
As they line up 2 by 2 coming out of 4, they're going to be going green real shortly.
Or are they coming out of 2?
They're coming out of 2. His camera angle sucks.
Alright, so we have the number 42 car leading them to the point. Number 1 on the outside pole, followed by the 3 and the 18 in row 2. The 9 and the 21 make up row 3. We've got the 11 and the 20, and then the 19 bringing up the rear of the field in 9th place.
This is one of the slower qualifying efforts I've seen from Josh Larson in a while, starting 4th. Usually he's up in the top 3. But with no draft help, it's not surprising. Green flag is in the air as the 42 is going to step on the loud pedal. Remaining 2 by 2 going into the corner. Looks like a little bit of a contact between the 18 and the 9. 3 wide as the 18 goes ping-ponging off of other cars. The 9 down to the apron, but he's going to gather it up, hopefully staying in the draft. What happened there?
It just looked to me like the 18 kind of overdrove it into turn 1.
Yeah, it looked
Maybe
like he
the
was
guy
trying
on
to
the
make a move
outside
that...
came down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, 18 was making a move that just was not going to end well, I don't think.
So the 42 leads the first lap. The number 3 using every inch of the track he can get. Diving down to the bottom in turns 1 and 2.
That 21 car is fast here at Atlanta. That guy has been known to turn some good laps here. So be on the watch out for him.
So after the shuffle there on the restart, we've got King Larson out front. Duds bringing up 2nd place. That guy in 3rd. And Jay Larson 4th. Duds taking a peek to the outside. Gets a good run on him coming through 3 and 4. Right to his bumper off of turn 4.
Looking high, nobody there, a little bit of contact. As the 18 makes a pass on the bottom for 3rd. Looks like everybody is still together.
Playing peekaboo.
Yes, sir, that 21's looking high.
Here comes a run from the 20 on the bottom side.
3 car looks high, gets to his quarter panel, not going to be enough as he falls out of the draft. That could be detrimental to that 3 car because he's not going to be able to follow to the bottom anytime soon. They are, contact, 18 and 21. More contact, the 18 and the 20, or 19.
It's getting mighty racy there from 3rd on back.
Yes, sir.
As Duds takes another peek for the lead.
21 car hard into the wall. That's going to be the... Is that the 19 or the 20 that is also collected? I think that's the 19.
Yeah, the 19 was cutting across the grass there. And it looks like we're under caution, not going to race it back to the line again.
I believe it's going to be a manual caution. Or a game caution.
No, that's a game caution. So it looked like at the time of the caution, the 42 was still leading, the 3 was in 2nd, and the 18 should cycle around to 3rd.
Tell you, there's a
I
lot
could
of
get a
drivers on the
replay to see
track
what
that are
happened to
not.
the 21.
Say again?
Wish I could get a replay to see what happened to the 21.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of drivers on the track that ain't going to be too happy with that 18 car. There was a lot of contact coming from Josh Larson there on that last green flag run, so we'll see how this plays out. Ooh, the outside line stacks up.
From the Cup race, as you heard Dirt talking about, maybe a little bit of bad blood between two drivers. Those field, so we'll see how this plays out.
Definitely going to be interesting. As the 3 car is just getting shuffled back after that poor restart. Nowhere to rejoin on the bottom. He may be going to the very tail end.
Oh, and the 21 takes the grass, takes out the 19.
Yep, that is snaking that guy.
For the 21 and the 19.
Starting to think we might have to go to an onboard camera with that 21. All the action that's been happening with him.
And the 42 leads him back to the line with the 18 in second.
Alright, they're going to whoa it up. And we're going to do a manual caution. Single file past pit road. Anybody who wants to get some fresh Goodyears and some gasoline, now's the time to do it.
As Darrell Waltrip says, put 4 Mr. Feelgoods on there and make yourself a happy driver.
Yes, sir.
Here comes the 21 with a full head of steam coming back to the field.
The biggest mover of that green flag run was Duds. He just wasn't in the he just wasn't moving in the right direction.
Kind of got hung out to dry there on the outside line.
Yeah, he did.
Sometimes these Atlanta races become a replay of Daytona.
They do. It's a lot like plate racing. You get in the wrong lane, there's nothing you can do. It's really not your fault. It's just whatever other drivers pick. But it looks like nobody's going to be brave enough to take it down the pits, except for Ram.
The 21, the 19 are going as well. Which those two guys were in the back, so they didn't really have anything to lose.
Yep, not much to lose there. Might as well get some fresh tires, see what they can do with them.
So when they come to the restart, we're going to have the 42, the 18, the 1, the 9, and the 3 making up the top 5. Be interesting to see how that 18 restarts on the outside line. That one hasn't really gotten going the first few restarts.
Yeah, that is not the preferred lane. That outside is just not really going anywhere. Although, that outside lane is being headed by the 18 car, and we all know Josh Larson is pretty good at making moves on that high side. So I think if anybody can make it work, it's probably going to wind up being him. But somewhat semi-rivals make up the front row, the 42 and the 18. They had a little bit of trouble with each other in the Cup race this weekend. So this is going to be some intense racing when they get to the line. As they woe it up, they're waiting for a couple more cars to come out of the pits.
And here comes Ram. Oh. Watch out now.
Alright. Everybody is caught up, and we are going to get underway once again here at Atlanta. Hopefully we can get a bit of a longer green flag run.
Alright. Leading them to the green, Mike King Larson. And Jay Larson leading the field. Green flag's in the air. That inside line gets a good jump, the 42 and the 1. As the 1 draws just even with the 18 in turn 1. Hugging that apron. There's a 3 of Duds. Ooh, really
yep,
close
we're going to go
quarter panel on the 18.
Going on board with the 3 car as he looks to make some moves. Running that low line.
Tend to be teammates, so he's probably giving a little bit of extra room to Jay Larson.
Yeah.
The past couple of weeks, we've noticed he's probably not the best guy on the track to cross.
That's true, but I don't see Duds giving anybody any room, teammate or not. He's hungry for a win, and if he can get it, he's gonna get it.
One looking to the outside. 42 throws a bit of a block. 18 is shoving the number one into turn 3.
And here comes the 3-car on the bottom.
Looks like that push didn't help as the one almost collects the outside barrier, blocking the 18 as they head to turn 1. Looks like we got 2 tandems. Throwback to the old Talladega days. Trying to chase down King Larson.
As the 42 is trying to pull away, just can't escape that draft. And the 3-car is now up to second.
Leaving a bit of room open on the bottom. The 9-car tries to get in there.
I'm hearing it's 4 to go with the line. No more manual cautions for this stage.
Nine cars taking all kinds of looks on the 3 right now. Looking high, looking low, whichever way he can go.
It's going to be 3 to go with the line this time.
Top 3 run nose to tail coming off of turn 4. Coming to 3 to go.
Oh! 20-car hard on the wall.
And as the 9-car looks to the inside of the 3. He's got the advantage. Looks like he's going to draw even. Can he clear him off of 2? Looks like he's got him clear. Now
Looks like the 18 is just going to go with the fast lane there. Not going to jump up and help his teammate.
18 looks to the inside of the 9. 9 closes the door. Maybe
Man.
contact between the 11 and the 3 there. Jay Larson clips the grass a little bit. And 18 looks to the inside of the 9. 9 goes to the outside of the 42. 11 looks inside of the 18. Coming to the white flag in the stage. The 18 takes over second place.
Oh, the 9-car
spins off the apron.
And that's the 42 getting a stage win.
Sorry, that was the end of the stage.
I'll tell you what. Duds is sponsored by Advil, and he's going to need a couple after that stage finish. Falling from second all the way back to 5th. Or 6th, sorry. Definitely, again, moving in the wrong direction. He's got a strong car, but he just keeps getting hung out to dry. Nobody's wanting to help him make some moves there. Which is surprising, because I think at this point, he's one of the fastest cars on the track, and if he could just get some help on that high side, he might be able to make something work.
May sound like a broken record at this point, but the 18 is going to definitely be among the faster cars in this group, especially after he makes some adjustments at pit road. Looks like the fastest cars of the race so far will be the 42, the 18, the 21, and the 3 of Duds.
Yep.
9 car showed a lot of speed too. Really unlucky to catch the apron there coming to the end of the stage. They get going again, and the 42 gets another good jump.
Mike gonna jump out to an early lead as they are possibly spinning behind him.
20 doesn't collect anybody. Got down to the apron and couldn't save it. Almost took out the 19 and the 3.
Ram looking for the lead.
On the outside.
Where did Ram come from?
Goes back outside. These tracks where you got to run the draft, Ram usually shows up. I know in a few practice races with him, he was always at the front at Talladega, so
he might have something
kind of
here.
racing he seems to enjoy.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
The 18 got shuffled all the way from second back to about 8th position. Already climbed back to 4th.
Here comes the 21 on the inside of the 11.
Making it 3 wide going down to turn 3.
Oh, this ain't gonna end well. Somebody's gonna have to give here.
Like the 18 lets him get back in line.
The more they battle.
Another big
Oh,
ping, Larson.
contact.
That took
11
about
and
two.
21. Oh, that's the whole field involved.
Everyone except the 2 Larson.
Oh, as the 19 gets just T-boned in the door. That was 3/4 of the field, if not more. I think there was 2 cars that survived that.
And looks like the 19's got the window net down. He is okay.
Unlike William Byron, who was never shown after his incident.
I still don't know if he's okay.
That was a weird situation when they never showed his car after that. I still don't know what's up. Now, I'm not sure who spearheaded that incident there. It was towards the cluster of the field, so I couldn't tell if it was the 11 or the 21 that made the initial contact. But we're going green again. The 20 not pitting. He's going to get some track position there from that.
The 11 also not pitting. The 11 brings up the head of the field this time, and he gets an amazing jump. 20 did not get going at all.
Well, this was a game restart, and the game always restarts the outside a little bit later.
You got the 11, the 21 duds, trying to make it 3 wide in the first turn. Wisely lays back a little bit.
Here comes Snake up to P3.
Ram trying to lead a lap. Larson trying to take it from him. And at the line, it looks like Ram
got
the
it.
lead.
'19 and 11 are going to have to really work together and make something happen up there. But it's the 18 car that's going to get clear for the lead.
He's been fighting to get up there to the front of the field the whole race. He's finally there. Let's see how long he can hang on to it.
20 car into the apron, into the outside wall. Doesn't collect anybody.
1 car incident. So there will be no caution on that one. So we got the 18. Then the 1. 42. 9 looking outside of the 42. As they head down into turn 3. 42's got the preferred lanes. He's going to take it. The 9's going to lose another position. The 1 car is going to lose a position to the 42. So now we got the 2 Larsons back up front again.
I believe it's 3 to go at the line this time.
The 11 clips the grass there, but he's able to collect it going into 1. .42 to the back bumper of the 18. Looks outside. 1 car looks like he's going with him. Right to his door panel. The 1 car bails on him.
Hung out to dry. 2 to go at the line. Unfortunate for Mike. Maybe Duds can loan him some of his Advil.
Still fighting back there on that outside line. Doesn't look like it's going to be much help to him. 21 may help him a little bit down the straightaways. So coming to the white flag, we got the 40, no, not the 42, the 18, the other Larson. Leading the pack back through the quad oval. The 1 giving hot chase, the number 9 in 3rd place. See where they try to make a move. The 18 seems to get a little slide. The 1 gets in the back of him. No problems yet. The 9's peeking outside of the 1. He's going outside. Not a very good move there. As the 42 gets back into 3rd place. The 1 car slips up a bit. 42's looking inside to get 2nd. As they come to the stripe, the 18 wins stage 2.
No, I believe that was the race. I believe that was the race.
Oh, that was it. Only 2 stages.
No, 3 stages, but the first stage ended under caution, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Although they seem to be up to race pace still. They're still going.
Alright, so we got the 18 still leading. The 1 slipping up a bit. The 42 looking inside. 1 closes the door. Here they come to the line again. Still at race pace, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were talking about 4 to go. Unless they were talking about something else and I just misheard.
42 looks inside. 1 closes the door. That could have been a real problem. '18 doing a good job. Holding steady at the front of the field.
Dud's
One car
quietly
gets a
working his way
little
back
high
up the
there.
field.
Yep, Dud's back up to 4th place, right behind Larson. Maybe looking to make a run at it here in the closing laps. One car's getting a run off of turn 4 each time. I'm not sure it's going to be enough to get him there. As the 42 looks inside, and the 1's going to have to give it to him.
Ooh, that is not good for the 1. Although he may be able to squeeze back down.
He's
Oh,
got
barely.
it. Ooh. So we got the 18 still out front. The 42 has made it back up to 2nd place. Maybe he learned his lesson last time about trying it on the outside.
Yeah. Okay, now it's 4 to go. Dud's just confirmed. I don't know what they were talking about before.
Alright. 4 laps to go in the race. 42
Oh,
looks
40.
outside again.
That was close. He almost got that run.
18 slips up off the bottom a little bit. Gets back down there. 42 doing whatever he can to stay in his draft. Takes a peek inside. Takes a peek outside. They get
Whoa!
together. And the 42 gets his run halted again by the 18. The 1 car goes back to 2nd. The 3 car in 3rd. The 9 car making a pass for 3rd. The 1 and the 18 get together.
It appears the 20 of Eagle has DNF'd.
The 1 still giving hot pursuit to the 18. They've been tearing the back bumper off of that car for the last couple of laps.
Inside,
We got
not
2 to go
quite.
now.
Yep, I believe 2 to go.
All right, we're coming to the white flag as we exit turn 2. The 18 still in the lead. Number 1 and number 9 trying to draft each other. The 42 gets up in that mess, and he's going to take 3rd from the 9. He's trying to get back up there to give himself a shot at the 18. The 1 looks outside. Not going to make it. All right.
Coming to the white flag lap. Nope. That was it. 18 got it. Followed by the
Jay
1,
Larson.
followed by the 9.
Jay Larson claims another win in the Xfinity Series. Number 1 car coming in 2nd. Number 9 3rd. Looks like Duds may have gotten 4th from King Larson.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get our top 3 drivers here up in the booth. Sabotage may or may not have passed out. Nope. Alright, there's Cobalt, 2nd place finisher for the 2nd time tonight. There is Jay Larson, your race winner.
Woo!
And we are waiting on Rowdy.
No, it's King. King finished 3rd.
King finished 3rd. Did he? Cam, did you catch that?
No.
Okay. It was hard to tell with the broadcast there. I invited the wrong guy. Alright, well, we'll get King in here. I just shot him in the invite. While we wait on King, Josh, another one in the Xfinity Series. Not much of a surprise there. Atlanta seems to be a track you're pretty good at. Once you get out front, you just hold that bottom, ride it to a victory. You make any setup adjustments, or you just running that stock preset?
Just stock preset, man. It works. So
Y-
I ran that, and thankfully the 42 was kind of the car to beat tonight. And but it's all about being on the bottom. If you can get to the bottom, then if you get to the bottom, you can hold line. You've got it made.
Yep.
So thankfully, I think it's the last stage or restart. Um, I think the guys stayed out in front of me, and I think the 42 got shuffled to the outside lane, which you're dead out there. And
Yep.
first guy on the inside of tires, man, it worked.
Yes, sir. Well, congrats on the win. That was a interesting race. A little bit of carnage at the start, but the final green flag run seemed to get everything sorted out. That was some fun racing to watch. Cobalt finishing second again. I seen you every time coming out of 4, getting those runs, just nowhere to go with them. How frustrating was it, man? Just making those moves, nowhere to go. I mean,
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I was pretty content behind Josh. I mean, I feel like if anybody deserved to win other than myself tonight, it was either him or the 42. So I mean, I wasn't really gonna go nowhere, or wreck both of us trying to win the race, or none of that like the other race. But you know, I was content in holding the points, man. And I mean, I couldn't. It was either wreck them or pass them, or try to like go release the yellow line. And I'm not gonna do none of that stuff. So I wasn't gonna give up second trying to go around on the outside because I knew nobody would go with me because everybody's just trying to pick up a spot at that point. So, I mean,
yep.
it is what it is.
Outside lane is
You
so
think,
hard to work at this track.
Cobalt, you think any of that content carried over from Saturday night's race when you and Jay Larson seemed to work really good together, getting back up through the field in the Cup race at Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, like, even he was the only one willing to work with me on the high side, it seemed like. And, I mean, we made it work for a few laps, and then I kind of screwed that up for us. But, I mean, I know what to expect when I'm behind him, so it's pretty comfortable being back there. I think you'd say the same thing about tonight. We raced really good at Indianapolis. I know you didn't see that race, but I mean, we gave each other plenty of room, and that's just how I like to be raced. And I mean, if you're gonna race me like that, I'm gonna be good to you. So.
Yeah, that was definitely some good, clean racing. Very fun to watch. Mike, you've brought it home third. I can't count how many times you got shuffled to the back, nobody went with you, and then you raced your way right back up in just a couple laps. You had arguably the fastest car on the track with your return to the Xfinity series here. Um, if Cobalt had gone to the high side and tried to make something happen, would you have gone with him, or were you going to stick to that bottom?
Man, it was hard to say. It just, I would have probably went with him at that point, just because the situation last week with me and Josh. I really wanted to beat Josh tonight. I really did. And but I'm not going. I definitely had the dominant car. Just at that last pit stop, getting stuck back in traffic. I probably could have been more aggressive, but there wasn't no point in it. I knew I was going to get at least the top 3, but fastest car don't always win. I'm happy with third.
Yeah, that's not a bad finish at all. And like I said, you had such a great car there. Just racing your way through traffic so many times. I was watching that race and I'm like, man, if that 42 and the 1 could just hook up, they could freight train on the outside. But I knew neither one of you was going to be the first one to make that move because it's just too much risk versus reward. I seen the 3 car get hung out to dry like 4 times that race where you got shuffled back to last. But yeah, just good, clean racing towards the end of the stage. Just good job, all you guys. Congrats to the podium finishers. Cam, you got anything to add?
No, it just looked like a really good, clean race at Atlanta. Wish I could have made it for the Indianapolis one. I actually would have liked to run that one myself, but I think we saw a good one there. I think we got some good content to go in the next week, especially in the Xfinity season. Seems like the two Larsons are really getting into a heated battle in both series right now, so that should be fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, that's going to be the broadcast for the Xfinity Series tonight. We will catch you all next week for I'm actually not sure where we're going, but it'll be interesting regardless. Trust me. So
You know what? Bittersweet victory for my rival.
there you go.